Welcome to the Chilling Current. We have an interesting story for you. This story will definitely make you rethink reality. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
There are stories of places that once existed, bustling with people, jobs, and families that suddenly vanish. They leave behind no ruins, no municipal records, and no survivors, only a persistent local legend. The mystery of Ash Grove usually begins with a blank screen on a modern GPS interface, but if you find a physical road atlas printed in 1969, a specific detail emerges. Tucked into the mountains is a settlement called Ash Grove, population 300, complete with a gas station, a diner, and a school. It only appears on certain maps, old maps, hand-drawn maps, maps printed before 1972. On modern maps, the area is just forest, empty, untouched. Armed with the precise coordinates from that faded atlas, one traveler decided to verify the location in person, driving out to the exact spot where the town should be. The 1969 atlas wasn't a mistake. It was a record of a territory that has since been physically excised from the landscape.
Leaving the main highway behind, the route follows every turn and mile marker dictated by the old map, winding deep into the remote, unmapped mountains. As the elevation climbs, the environment undergoes a severe shift. The sound of cars, birds, and even the rustling wind drops away entirely, leaving an unnaturally still and silent forest. At the exact latitude and longitude marked in the atlas, the dense tree line finally breaks, revealing the clear silhouette of houses and paved streets. The first thing marking the settlement is a wooden "Welcome to Ash Grove" road sign. Despite sitting in the elements for over 50 years, there is zero rust, decay, or weathering. It looks like it was painted yesterday. The sign's impossible condition suggests it hasn't aged a day since 1969. To step past it is to leave the timeline of the mountains and enter a town that refuses to decay. Inside the town limits, the houses are completely intact and the streets are clear. The town isn't abandoned. It is frozen in a state of absolute stillness. The details suggest life was interrupted mid-breath. A full dog bowl sits on a front doorstep, and a yard swing rocks gently back and forth, despite the completely motionless air surrounding the entire property. Pushing through the doors of the local diner reveals plates of food sitting on tables next to the half-full coffee cups. An old jukebox hums softly in the corner, stuck endlessly on the same note. From the back doorway, a tall, thin man emerges. His clothes look like they were borrowed from a distant memory, and his dark eyes are entirely hollow, staring through the room rather than at it. Ash Grove functions as a community paralyzed in time, where every citizen remains exactly where they were when the town vanished. When the traveler stammers about passing through, the man slowly shakes his head and states a simple rule: no one passes through Ash Grove. Picking up the pace, the town was built on the Survival Pact to counter a lethal winter, failing crops, and protect the children. The deal provided immediate physical salvation, securing the harvest and neutralizing the cold. But in return, every resident was bound to stay forever. By seeking out the coordinates and entering the town, the traveler has unintentionally triggered the terms of this ancient pact. Ash Grove traded its visibility for its survival. Existing now is a supernatural terrarium that captures any intruder who crosses the border. The moment the traveler turns to run, the pristine illusion drops. The sky thickens, and the surrounding architecture rapidly rots and collapses, aging 100 years in a matter of mere seconds. The paved road back to the highway vanishes, instantly replaced by a wall of twisted, dense trees that block every possible exit. Dozens of residents emerge into the decaying street. Their bodies move with a stiff, unnatural drag, as if suspended by invisible strings, closing in on the traveler. The man from the diner speaks one final time, clarifying the ultimate rule of the trap. You saw us. That means you belong to us. The act of observing the town is enough to complete the contract, sealing the observer's fate within the border. Just as the residents close in, the scene cuts. The traveler wakes up behind the wheel of their car, parked safely on the side of a normal highway, miles away from the mountains. The phone's digital coordinates are gone, their wristwatch is shattered and broken, and the atlas has vanished entirely. Sitting on the seat is a single physical artifact from the encounter, a weathered diner receipt dated 1968, carrying a handwritten note, "You were here. You will return." Ash Grove isn't gone. It chooses when and where to appear, waiting for the next traveler to follow a map that shouldn't exist.